Sorry, my dog's panting really loud. Anyways, I just want to give you guys an update of what the plans are. This is about as close to the final plan as I have right now. Friday night, I think, so this is going to be a Friday night, Saturday night kind of thing. So that way it makes it a little bit better for people who want to do just a weekend trip. You don't have to take as many days off. So Friday, I think we should arrive at the Natural Bridges Visitor Center or campground. I'm going to be there before 3:30 and try to get a campground. It apparently can be a little dicey, but there's some BLM land there. If nothing else, we can figure out something like that. I'm going to camp around the Natural Bridges Visitor Center somewhere in that area that night. There is a campground near there. I'll show you on a map in just a second. And then Saturday, I'm going to leave the Natural Bridges campground around about 7 a.m. or so and get to the Bullet Canyon Trailhead by 7:45. It's about a 25, 30-minute drive, something like that, 35 minutes maybe, to the trailhead. And then I want to start hiking by about 8:30. So if nothing else, wherever you wind up spending Friday night or whatever your plans are, be at the trailhead for Bullet Canyon before 8:30. Then we'll camp Saturday night in the canyon, and then we'll hike out via Sheik's Canyon on Saturday, and we'll drive out of the canyon about as early as possible, possibly sooner, and then we'll drive home. If you get to the campground there at Natural Bridges, I'm going to put some pink flagging on the mirror of my truck on the driver's side. So if you see that white Dodge truck with that pink flag in there, you'll know that that's my truck there. To give you kind of an idea of where I'm talking about here, so let's pull this out of the way here. And so you kind of come down through here's Green River. You kind of come down through Hanksville, and you wind up down here at the Natural Bridges Visitor Center. And let's see if I can get it to show up here. And sorry. So it's part of the Lake Powell, I think, area there, but it's the Natural Bridges National Monument. And it is these little roads near the visitor center here is where the campground is. So you kind of come into the visitor center, and I think the campground is right back in here somewhere. And there might be some more camping up this road. I've actually never been there. This was suggested to us by one of our other members, and I've talked to a couple people who have been there, and they just say it's amazing. So if I get there early enough, like I said, if I get there around 2 or 3, which is my hope, and get a site, as many of you can stay with me till they say we can't do any more. I don't know how many cars they allow, but we'll pack in as many people as we can. But I may do some day hiking around there, maybe do a little bit, go try to see some of the bridges and stuff. I really don't know what I'm doing there yet. I just know I'm going to camp there that night. Then the next day, we'll basically drive out, and then we'll drive down this road here. It's called 95. And then we'll turn right about, let's see, right about 236 here, State Road. I think it's 236. And then let me jump over here to this one here. And we'll come in through, no, sorry, it's 261. 261. And we'll come in through 261, and basically it's a T intersection. I've missed it 2 out of 3 times I've been there. So just be kind of paying attention when you kind of come down through it. But you will basically come down through here, and it's this road right here, 95, and then you'll see this right turn. There's a lot of road construction here the last 2 years. Not a lot, that slows you down, but you can tell it's new pavement and stuff, and I've blown past this, but you'll see a sign that I think says Cane Gulch Ranger Station or something like that, and you'll come down this 261. By the way, if you get shut out at the other place, there is this little dirt road here that if you go down, there's a Grand Gulch overflow camping. I camped there one night just because my friends and I got there kind of late, and we just kind of went up this road and just camped. So I don't know if that was legal or not, but we did it. And then we come down here, and then there's the ranger station. You will pass the ranger station. This is where if you were going into Grand Gulch or Cane Gulch, you would drop into there. But we're not doing Cane Gulch. We're coming down here to Bullet Canyon. It's about another 5-10 minutes past there. I use Waze for GPS to get around, and it seems to work just fine. You'll go past Sheik's Flat Road. You'll know you're getting close. And then there's this little turnoff, and there'll be a sign, I think, for Bullet Canyon Trailhead. Hopefully it's not knocked out or anything. You go down this little windy dirt road, and you'll see a open pit kind of bathroom building there. There is a bathroom there, and we're just going to park there, and that's where we'll park. And then we'll hike into the canyon. That little purple trail is going to be our trail there. We'll get over here to Jailhouse Spring, which is down the way here a little bit. Is this it? This might be it right here. And we will check out all the different ruins here. There's two big ruins here, very good size intact ruins. And then depending on the time of day and stuff, we may, and how much time we want to spend there. Do we spend an hour there? Do we spend 2 hours there? I don't know. I've spent an whole afternoon there just hanging out and just relaxing. So, but we may wind up coming down here to where Grand Gulch ties into Bullet Canyon. And then the next day, we'll hike out this way through Sheik's Canyon. I don't see us getting much past there. We might. I mean, if you're really a power hiker, you could probably do the whole. I mean, people do it as a loop in one day. I'm not doing that though. So we're gonna camp right around here somewhere. If we don't camp there, then the next day we'll hike out through Sheik's Canyon, like I said on the last video. We'll get out through Sheik's Canyon. There's a couple of ruins to check out here. That's what these waypoints are for. There's the trailhead, and then the rest of this is just dirt road. Like I said, I may, if we get there early enough and somebody wants to give me a lift back, I might stash my truck there, and then we can all jump in the back and drive down this road back, or we can hike it back. It's just another mile or two. And then we wind up back here, and then we're out of there. The whole thing, like I said, is probably 17, 18 miles, something like that. It's hard to remember, or it's hard to tell with my GPS, but it came out around 16 miles. So I'm going to add a couple miles to be conservative. And then we should be out of there. I mean, if we're doing 2 or 2.5 to 3 miles an hour, but we are going uphill going out. So I reckon we'll, for the moderate hiker like myself, I do about going uphill about 2 to 3 miles per hour going uphill and with a pack on. I think we should be out of there in about 2 to 3 hours. And so if we get up early and hit the trail at 7 or 8 in the morning, I mean, we'll be out by lunchtime really easily. If we get slowed up for some reason, stuff happens. I think the worst case scenario, we're out of there by 1 or 2. And then I'm going to fly on out of there, try to drive on up to Hanksville as fast as I can, get an early dinner, and then head on back home to here in Camas where I'm at now, so I can make it to work on Monday. So that's our plan. Sorry for kind of droning on there at the end. I do need some way. So if you could just post in the comments a final answer based on this, that you're in or you're not in. I think it's me and my son are going, so I have room for 10 more people on my permit. Worst case scenario, we can just try to get another permit, which sometimes you can get in May, sometimes you can't. June and July, you can get all the permits you want, but May can be kind of tricky in Cedar Mesa area. So if you could let me know right away if you're in or not, just put it right here in the comments on this video or whatever on Facebook there, and I will we'll figure out who's going, and we'll figure out kind of what the next steps are. But that's my plan for right now. Thanks.